They overbooked this flight. I didn't have a seat. They put me on the standby list. We are getting ready for Curacao. Okay guys, the hair is done. This is how she's looking. Very long. I was really excited for this trip, but to be honest, I was also a little nervous. Not because I didn't think that I could do it alone. I love doing things by myself. Most of the trips that I've been on, I was also the one doing the majority of the planning. So that wasn't the part that I was concerned about. I'm very introverted, and I went into this trip with high expectations of socializing, meeting people, and really getting out of my comfort zone, especially because I had just gotten out of a relationship right before I booked this trip. Originally, this was not supposed to be a solo trip, but as my mom likes to say, man plans while God laughs. I want to keep doing things this year that scare the crap out of me, and this is one of those things that has been on my bucket list for a very long time. It still doesn't even really feel real. I'm literally going to Curacao by myself. This is my first solo trip ever on my birthday. It's on my Nairobi moose. I've literally just been in fight or flight mode since the last 2 weeks. This is my first week out of orientation. My anxiety is insane. My brain at this point is addicted to being anxious. Whenever I'm not feeling anxious, it's like, okay, well, what's going on? This is around the time that you feel anxious. But awareness is the first step, right? Oh my god. I was gonna put flexi rods at the ends, but I actually kind of like it a little bit looser, so I'm gonna let them keep loosening a little bit. It's almost 1 o'clock. I'm doing laundry, I'm washing my bedding, I'm gonna clean my bathroom, and I'm gonna try to get a little bit of packing done tonight. I at least need to start putting away some of the stuff just to make my life a little bit easier tomorrow. This is also the first trip that I'm actually gonna bring a checked bag, which I'm nervous about. I want all of my outfits and everything, and I don't want to worry about my bag being overweight. I'm not carrying that many shoes, but a few pairs of heels, which I don't even know why, because I can't walk in heels. I can't walk in heels for shit. I'm literally trying exposure therapy. Some of these outfits that I got, they just look better with heels. So even just for the pictures, we can take them in heels and then switch over to flat. I want to be just on the resort. I want to try and go out and explore things. I thought about renting a car while I was there, but I don't know. I just decided against it. I wish they have Uber on the island, but apparently they do not. So y'all, please do not come for me. Okay, watching back these clips, I was like, oh girl, this was kind of dirty. This was kind of dirty doing this on your bed. But he had just had a bath. I washed the duvet cover right after this clip. So before every trip, there's a period of time that everyone is all too familiar with, and I like to call this period of time the Travel Olympics. It's a time where you need a vacation from preparing for the vacation. After getting my nails and hair done, I still had to do laundry, finish packing, and of course, I had to make sure Milo was ready before I left. What I didn't realize at the time was that I was about to have much bigger problems on my hands. The night before my flight, I went to check in and I noticed that I didn't have a seat number. At the time, I was trying not to think too much about it and just focus on everything I still had left to do before leaving. But I have a feeling that this is gonna come back and bite us in the... A couple things that made my trip a lot smoother that I would like to share if you are going to Curacao. First, make sure you complete your digital immigration form before flying because you will need it before boarding. Second, get an eSIM. Get an eSIM. This is my biggest travel hack. This is not sponsored, but every single time that I travel, I always use Airlo, and it saves me so much money on roaming fees. Second,
or no, we're third. Make sure you have a transportation plan before you arrive because there is no Uber on the island. Fourth, make sure you check your visa requirements from the country of departure. And fifth, consider getting the Curacao Express Pass. It did help me to skip the lines once I landed in Curacao, so highly recommend.
I want to say anything out of my bag. This is 21st century. I can't. My phone can detect a chip in my passport. I gotta take out the liquids out of my bag. Y'all would never guess the hoop the balloon to get on this flight. Like, they overbooked this flight, and I didn't have a seat. They put me on the standby list. They were offering me $2,400 if I was willing to fly tomorrow. I said, no, not today, so y'all gonna have to figure something out.
So I booked this trip through Air Canada Vacations. It was a vacation package. So 24 hours before my flight, I go to check in. I'm not gonna lie, I was like maybe an hour late to the check-in opening time. I go to check in and I put in my information and I'm ready for it to tell me my seat number. No seat number. It says STBY. I'm like, what does that mean? I'm just coming back from my nail appointment feeling happy as heck. I'm about to leave on my trip tomorrow. And I'm like, what does STBY mean? I'm talking to my assistant, ChatGPT, and it's telling me it means that the flight is likely overbooked. I might not have a seat. I'm like, on my birthday trip that I booked through Air Canada Vacations, like, what do you mean I don't have a seat? I'll need to go find some space. I don't care what you have to do, but I'm going on that flight. I'm trying to get on the phone with Air Canada. Nobody's answering. At this time, I think there was something going on in Dubai. They were canceling a lot of flights to that area. Okay, like, they're clearly dealing with a lot. I'll just go to the airport early and deal with it. At this point, I'm stressed, but I'm not really stressed because I'm just thinking I booked through Air Canada Vacations. So they're gonna prioritize me and make sure that I get on this flight. If I don't, that is hotel that they're gonna have to change, flight, shuttle, everything. I'm thinking like that's too much problems for them to have to reorganize. So I get to the airport early knowing that I need this to get figured out. I go check in my bag. They accept my bag. I talked to the agent. She said, you know, like, it's more than likely you're gonna get on the flight. Like, don't stress about it. So I'm not stressing. I'm going through security, not worried about a damn thing because I heard from the source. She told me not to worry. So I'm not worried. And I was like, security was so smooth. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a great flight. They didn't ask me to take out anything out of my bag. Get to the gate. I talked to the agent and I'm like, so I still didn't receive my seat. It just says STBY. Like, what's going on? Like, and at this point, I'm probably just gonna get my seat when check-in closes. And he's like, basically, we oversold the flight. I don't even know if you're gonna get a seat. I was so pissed. I had to hold it because the airport is one place that you can't be crazy. I don't want to end up on no fly list. So I had to hold it. So I literally was sitting with my heart in my ass for hours waiting for them to start boarding. And maybe 15 minutes before we boarded that plane is when they called me up and told me that I'm getting on the flight. They first offered me money, and they were offering a lot of people money to fly on a next day. But I'm literally going for my birthday trip. I took time off work. Like, no, I can't go another day. I need to go now. My mom says that I'm stupid for not taking the money. but it wasn't about the money. It's about the experience. Now, if they were offering 4 to 5K, I would have to seriously consider. I was stressed in that airport. I couldn't even record. Y'all don't even see nothing about what was going on during that area. I couldn't take no camera out, girl. Like, I was stressed. Anyways, it's all worth it because we are now in Curacao. This is the shuttle. I have no idea how he remembered whose bag was whose. All I kept thinking was, sir, please don't lose my bag. I got through too much already and the trip don't even start good. We are in Curacao alone. First ever solo trip ever. Like, when I tell you, my whole experience from I woke this morning has just been incredibly chaotic, but I'm so glad that we're here and we made it here safely. I'm praying everything is just smooth sailing after this. Other than the chaos of this morning, potentially not getting on flight, I met some really nice people and they just allowed me to vent and talk and like sat with me through it. And I really appreciate it. Because when I tell you my heart was in my ass, I've never been on standby. I didn't even know that was a thing. This is what our room is looking like right now, y'all. Like, but that's okay because I got an upgrade. So tomorrow we're gonna be moving to another room. So yeah, we'll see. I'm so
There's a casino here too, and I think I might go to the casino tonight. I've never ever been to a casino, so it's gonna be my first time ever. Like waiting for them to get a table for me. I think this is the only part about being solo and being by yourself that like is not the best. Like sitting here by yourself, not really having anyone to talk to.
fishies. Oh my god.